Also time for a chit chat.
Let's go, girl.
I need chick chat too.
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies.
Thank you. We've got Abby from the newsroom. We've got producer Zoe. And the question I'm going to pose to you both this morning. And let's be honest, we're at different phases in our life. I am a touch older tyour both.
Just a touch, Jodes.
And I have 4 children and I have 1.5 jobs. And so that's where I'm at. Zoe, you're in your 20s?
Yeah, I'm 25, just turned 25.
Recently coupled?
In a new relationship.
Yeah.
And working here.
And I'm 33 and single as a Pringle.
Oh, well, I feel like this is speed dating right now.
I do have 2 sausage dogs, though, which could be classed as children.
That is
So
true.
I'm a
Big
single
time.
mother, essentially.
Yeah.
And from someone who's such a giant outsider in this, that's why this works for me.
Yeah.
You've got 3 very, very different lives.
Yes,
We
and
do.
so I want to pose the question to you both this morning. I have very, 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 very firm views on it. Can women have it all? I'll start.
Off you go.
Absolutely, categorically, no. I don't think.
Hang on a second. There we go.
You've got one job, and that's to press the
I
buttons.
thought you could say yes.
No, I just think it's the biggest load of BS that we've been sold, that we can be boss bitches, as you like to say, Zoe. In the workplace, we can dominate here. We can go as high as we want in our career. And yet also we can have the perfect home life. What a load of crap. And I, in my experience, have found over the journey, at one point, one of them's going to give. One of them's going to suffer. You cannot dominate at work and then you cannot dominate at home and live like this parallel universe where everything's perfect. It's just, it's a fallacy.
Are you dominating at home and then bringing poor performances to work via song to song?
Or Battle of the Bangers.
Right. So no from you, Jodie, and you're the one with the most life experience.
Well, I just feel like we were sold this fantasy when we were allowed to go into the workplace. It's like, women can do what you want. You can be independent. You can go to work. However, you're still going to do all the stuff at home. Like, no one else is going to do that for you. You might have a really, committed partner who chips in. But let's be honest, statistics show us that women do most of the heavy domestic lifting still.
Yes, they
So-
still do.
Cop that, Greg.
Oh, no. Actually, certainly not in my house. He does most of it.
Greg's wonderful.
Yeah.
How do you
think,
feel,
Zoe?
Zoe?
Yeah, I think it's a tough one. Like I was saying to you guys before that growing up, I think particularly my generation, it was very much like, let's go, be a boss woman. You want to, have the best career and be killing it and everyone wants to envy you and blah, blah, blah. That's kind of what you're aspiring for. So at 25, I've got a partner for the first time in a long time, but I haven't even thought about a family. I don't want to have kids because I don't think I can have it all if I have got kids. So I think you can't have it all either, unfortunately. But also in this new landscape of whatever the world looks like now, I think having it all has got to be redefined anyway. Like, what is having it all? Is having it all having the perfect job and family and husband and all of it, or is having it all just killing your career, or just having the family side, or whatever it is? I don't think it's possible to have both.
Yeah, and that expression, oh, you're a superwoman because you can do all that.
Yeah.
Oh, please give it a rest.
Stop, yeah.
I don't know any women who have fully got it together and are fully thriving.
Yeah, and maybe the problem is that shouldn't be the expectation anyway. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which weirdly I'm going to admit, on this topic, I'm kind of an optimist, which I'm not in other parts of my
Yeah,
life. I know.
Shocking.
I would like to, I know people will be shocked with that. I would like to think, yes, you can have it all, but I think there's got to be things in place. Like, you've got to have a partner who steps up. You've got to have it. They say, raising kids, it takes a village. So I think for me, yes, I would love to still have a career and then, down the track, meet someone and have babies and things like that. But yeah, it's a catch-22. I've also recently, instead of being, we talk about, I'll be happy when. I speak a lot about being content.
Yeah.
So changing that perspective of, I'll be happy when I'm in my career, I've got kids, I'm married, whereas being more content maybe is better for us.
Can I pull you up on something though? Of
course you
Who's
can.
got a village?
Well, that's it.
No, we're all paddling madly underwater trying to keep our heads up. I don't have time to help my friends out.
Yeah.
I don't have time to help my neighbour out. There is no village.
Yeah.
We're all just doing it for ourselves at the moment and we're all just trying to bloody survive. Sorry, You were optimistic for the first time in your life. For the very
Squashed
first
it.
time.
That tiny bit of optimism.
You've killed my dream, Jodie.
Oh,
That's a good point. Being a village is hard work. Being members of other people's villages is not actually easy. That's also time consuming and hard. But I think, that's where the redefinition comes from. Like for me, I will be a village member for most of the people in my life because I probably won't have kids of my own. I can help pick up some of the slack to help other people have it all, but then technically under the real definition of it, I'm not having it all, So it's got to change. The definition's got to shift.
Absolutely. You're a wise little chicken, aren't you? That's what I love about you. Very, very thoughtful. 13, 24, 10. Can we have it all? If you're a woman who's sitting there going, well, what are they talking about? I've got it all.
No, I'd love to hear that.
I want to hear from you.
Jodie needs to hear from you.
You could completely and utterly disagree with me, Tana, if you like.
No, I'm not going to actually, and I am not a spring chicken either. So, but I agree with Zoe. I think honestly, how we define what it means to have it all and be successful and do all those things needs to be reevaluated and looked at because sometimes for me, it's just getting out of bed, or it's just getting through the day, or it's just finishing one small tiny task and. This idea and expectation that women have to give 150% to everything all the time is completely outrageous. Like, that is not sustainable. It is not achievable. But that's the expectation that's been set for us by, dare I say it, the patriarch. Let's just say it. Let's just put it out there. Gender expectations, gender roles, hundreds of years of history have told us that, yes, we can have all those things, but it comes at a price. And you know what? Like you said, it's the drowning price. And you feel like you're on your own and, you look at all the women around you and they're so strong and they're brave and they're beautiful and you're like, why can't I do it like them? But you know what? They're doing it like you.
Yes, yeah. No one really talks about it, do they, Tana, by the way?
No, they don't. And this is such a good chat. Thank you. I'm going to cry and it's on the radio.
Oh, no, Tana, that was so articulate and well-spoken and exactly how I feel about the whole situation. So thank you so much for giving us a call. Just so you know, the patriarchy, that's boys, that's you.
Oh, okay. I was dead set for 30 seconds. But what's this Patrick? Is this that Roman chat, the Roman Empire?
Oh, Tana, see what we have to deal with in it?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
God, that was unbelievably well spoken.
Unbelievably. I think she's dead on.
Yeah. Jade, good morning.
Good morning.
Can we have it all?
No.
Please?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
I think social media, right?
Yes.
Ruins lives because it sets this, it portrays this completely false narrative. You see all these women out there who are killing it and so successful and so happy in their relationships. Everything's perfect. And like the other lady just said, you think, oh, why can't I be like that? But I know nobody's actually like that. It's just we're comparing ourselves to things that aren't even true.
Yeah.
And it's not achievable at all. Like I said, I have 3 kids. I work 4 days a week, which isn't much. I'm sort of old school, so I'm like, I don't want my partner to have to do lots around the house. He works 7 days a week. So then I'm trying to juggle all these things and trying to make all these people happy and making myself extremely frustrated and unhappy in the process. It's just, I think we just need to chill out.
Yeah. Jade, I agree with you. And please don't ever say working 4 days a week with 3 kids is not much. That's a hell of a lot, and it's a lot on your plate. So you're doing really well. But on that social media front, Hazy, I see these women who I know for an actual fact are miserable. Miserable, and they're overworked and they're stressed, and yet I click on their social media and I go, oh my God.
That's the pressure, isn't it? We're chasing an impossible standard.
What are you trying to say here, that your life is perfection? And, it's unbelievable. Anyway, Chloe, good morning.
Good morning.
Can we have it all?
I think that's going to depend on how selfish you are.
Oh.
If you're very selfish, then yes, you can, and you just take and don't give. But then you come across as a terrible person if you don't give back. So really, it's going to depend how you want to be viewed by people. If you want to be viewed as somebody who is very selfish or somebody that is not. So really, it's going to be in the eye of perception of other people of what you want them to see.
I think I agree. You can have more if you're willing to just take from the world and do what's best solely for you.
Yeah.
But like we had this chat on the phone the two of us, and I said, you want to give back. Life's about giving too. So, yeah.
Well, that depends on what you want your legacy to be, right?
Yeah.
How do you want to be remembered in this world?
Just some more pressure.
What do you want your footprint to be? Do you want to be someone who, okay, killing it at work, allegedly killing it at home, but then people walk out of a room and go, oh, she's not a very nice person. So, tricky one.